Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins win 6-3, 4-3. Two empty net goals to the San Jose Sharks. Obviously, two empty net goals. Game wasn't nearly as well as it looked on the score sheet at the end. Currently filming this about 6 hours after the game ended. Making this video just was not top of my list of priorities today. Had some other stuff I had to get done, but now we're done. 20 to 10 at night. Here we go. Starting off nice and early, Jordan Osterley with a bomb from the point gets tipped in by Vinny Lettieri and gets his second goal in as many games. Off to a great start with his career as a Boston Bruin. And, I mean, this guy's a point-per-game guy in the AHL. Not the easiest thing to do. He's been incredible these past two games. Obviously picking up the 2 goals, among other things, but he's been really good. That was about halfway through the first. One issue with this game, Boston had an issue with scoring and then failing to not give up a goal in the next 5 minutes after that. And it went right from the start. 6.5, or just under 7 minutes to go in the frame. Barclay Goodrow just takes an amazing shot. That's a bad one, unfortunately. It's not completely his fault. I'm not gonna blame Korpisalo on that. He maybe should have had a couple of these though. But Nikita Zadorov, not hard enough on the puck. I'm assuming. I think it was Andrew Peeke was out there with him. Peeke goes with the leader. Nico Sturm. I think that was who it was. Down into the corner when Zadorov is already at the face-off dots. And unfortunately, Zadorov just kind of gets caught doing a bit of cardio. Not even cardio. He didn't have his knees bent, nothing. Puck turns up ice, and there is Barclay Goodrow right there. I mean, he was on the Rangers for the longest time for a reason. He obviously still has a pretty deadly shot, and especially when it's right in front of a goalie point blank. Not much you can do there, unfortunately. I wasn't a big fan of the way Zadorov played today, really. Not his worst game. Not far from his best, though. Definitely something that he needs to get right. If that's the right way to put that. I don't know. I haven't been happy with either one of the 2 big free agent signings as of late. They've been very quiet on the score sheet, getting the occasional assist, but that's it. But at the same time, the whole team's struggling, so it's not just them, right? Can't blame it all on them. And then finally, come to the end of the frame. I don't know why. It felt like there were maybe 4 whistles in that entire first period. Like, it honestly felt like I blinked, and then Boston had the first goal, and then the period was over. So then, heading into intermission, tie up at 1s. No penalties in that first period either. I want to say his name is Harry Thrun? Thrun? Is that? Henry Thrun? I think I'm saying that right. Gets a tripping call on David Pastrnak. Yeah, I mean, it was a trip. Bit of a soft call, but, I mean, it was a trip. The officials were kind of weird on this one, really. But then, obviously, on the power play, Boston goes right to work. And power play is kind of starting to clip along. I don't know what the exact numbers are over the past 5-6 games, but it feels like it's been getting better. It might also just be The lack of bad penalties that Boston is getting, it's kind of some psychological way. It's working itself out. Uh, Great play by Pavel Zacha. Great shot by David Pastrnak to get this puck in. I believe it might have gone off a San Jose defender. But Zacha takes it around the back of the net. I honestly, when I saw this goal, I thought he was going for it. But passes it out to Pastrnak, who rips it home. Beautiful. Boston takes the lead 7 minutes into the frame. And then, of course, not 2 minutes later, Will Smith. This was a game of young guys for the Sharks, really. I believe Will Smith had a 3-point night. Macklin Celebrini, I want to say... Celebrini was held pointless, actually. Fabian Zetterlund had a goal in this one as well. He had the third goal. Will Smith had a 2-point night. Yeah, I mean, the young guys showed up. Michael Granlund, is he a young guy? I feel like he's a young guy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's young. He looks young. Ish. Yeah, oh well. Michael Granlund got a point, got an assist in this one as well. And Yaroslav Askarov, coming into this game, had a .917 in 8 games this season. How he hasn't been getting into more games, I don't know. I'm going to assume that he's going to be getting into more, though. And honestly, for the Sharks, they're a good young team. They're going to be a problem in the near future, if they can obviously do this correctly. Will Smith gets a goal. Just Boston can't clear the zone fully. Bit of a bad giveaway just outside the defensive zone. Turns the puck over. You want Korpisalo to have that one. He's not going to have them all, unfortunately. And that makes it 2-2. Cody Ceci then gets another penalty. Then gets a penalty, the second of the game for San Jose. Again, drawn by David Pastrnak. It's pretty rare that you see Pastrnak drawing 2 calls in a game. I mean, you went to work on the first one, can't quite capitalize on the second one. It's gonna happen, unfortunately. The worst part is Fabian Zetterlund scoring seconds after this power play expired. I don't know. It seems like man advantage it seems like when Boston has the man advantage or the other team has the man advantage, it just feels like there's going to be a goal against Boston, unfortunately. I know Pastrnak scored on the first one. I mentioned that. It just doesn't seem like a surefire thing until the puck is in the back of the net. And I hate saying that, but their penalty kill hasn't been great this season either. I don't know what you do to fix it. Power play did look pretty good. It looked better in this one. Was it just the 2 they had? I think it was just the 2 that they had. Yeah. There were only 6 penalty minutes in this game. That was it. Boston did roll out some new power play lines. I don't hate them. I saw a lot of people on Twitter or X, whatever, hating on them. Something needed to change, and we finally got what we asked for. Like, you wanted changes to the power play because it wasn't being efficient enough. You get changes to the power play, and yet you still proceed to complain. Like, give this power play a couple games to get settled in, start working together, see how it goes. They play New Jersey Wednesday, Ottawa Thursday, And I think they play again on Saturday. Give them till the end of the week at least. See how that goes. Take out that Ottawa game, because that's going to be an outlier. You know already from Saturday. It's gonna be a weird one. I don't hate it though. Definitely interested in seeing where it goes. Hopefully it leads to more success. Obviously it's late in the season. You're going to need to roll the power play at like a 30% clip to get anywhere near 20, 25 even. Which I'm pretty sure that's what the Leafs have. That's only good for 16th. The only way you even get remotely close to that is, like I said, hitting at a 30% clip, which just isn't going to happen. More than likely with the lack... I won't say lack, because there is goal-scoring production available. It's just not there on this team. Pasternak is really kind of the only true goal scorer. And even then, you need elite playmakers with him. And Brad Marchand's great, but he's not on the same ice as... They're not on the ice together at the same time. Obviously, that's going to happen with a bit of crossover on the power play, but I mean, for Pasternak to hit 60 again, which I don't think is really going to happen, you need someone to set him up. Obviously, with the cap going up, you could maybe go out and get that, but chances of doing that are slim, unfortunately. So the Sharks finally get the lead and head into the third period with a 3-2 lead. And that would end up lasting for the better part of the first half of the third period. It was a very back and forth period. No one could get anything going. Boston finally starts getting something going at around the 7-minute mark. And at that point, the Sharks just kind of collapsed in on themselves, really. They couldn't start getting much else going offensively after that. Boston really kind of took over. Charlie Coyle ends up tying it up off of a great pass from Matthew Poitras, who didn't see the ice a ton last game. I saw the ice time after. I think he had the third least on the team, so something to maybe look out for. Yeah, that's not bad. He ended tonight with 13-14 worth of ice time. Just looking here, Mark Kaslik had 7 minutes. Did he go down with an injury? I don't think he did. Beecher, 12. Brazo, 8. Wallstrom, so still the fourth least on the team. That's not good enough. I mean, this kid has talent. He well and truly does. I'm just looking here. Just for laughs, I would love to see David Pasternak, Vinny Lettieri, and Matthew Poitras. Vinny Lettieri's not the youngest guy, but he's not the oldest. Can I see how old he is here? I don't think I can. Maybe. He's 29. Okay, so he's up there. But, I mean, he's hot right now, clearly. Like, 2 goals, 5 shots, 6 shots in his past 2 games. Roll that line. Roll Poitras, Lettieri, Pasternak. See what happens. Or roll... Roll Poitras, Pasternak, Zacha. Roll that line. Roll the P line. Poitras, Pasternak, Zacha. Pavel, Poitras, Pasta. There you go. See, we got there. Roll that line. Give it a game. See how it goes. Again, Ottawa's going to be an outlier. It's just going to be that way. After that, there wasn't a ton else. Boston got the 2 empty net goals. Seals it up. Brad Marchand gets a tricking call. Kind of in the middle of the first empty net goal. Or sorry, no, that's not it. Coyle still scores again. But not before Marchand takes a tripping call. Could have called a hold on Macklin Celebrini. Could have taken them both. Should have taken them both. Marchand gets the, I would say, veteran benefit. But, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the word is I'm looking for. I can't figure that out. Charlie Coyle then scores. First 2-goal game since the Century game. First goal, actually, in the past 10 games. I didn't realize he was that cold. I knew he wasn't doing great, but he wasn't a net negative on offense. That's why, or on defense. That's why I haven't really mentioned him. And I've also missed a few games as of late, unfortunately. Marchand, empty net goal. Elias Lindholm, empty net goal. That puts Lindholm up to 8. Wow, 8 goals, really? Okay, that's actually not bad. Not great for what we're paying him, but that's not bad. Yeah. I mean, overall, Korpisalo, you'd like to see him have one. Pretty solid game from Boston all around, though. Good shot count. Not going to complain about that. Could have maybe limited San Jose on a couple chances. This game, though, really should have been over before the first period. Because Yaroslav Askarov, they had him diving around like he was the Leafs version of Peter Mrazek. When he was there, at least. Just couldn't keep his posts in line, and Boston just couldn't capitalize, unfortunately. I want to say it was Geeky ripped one off the post as well. Went through the crease and out. I mean, that's just bad luck, unfortunately. Had a couple bounces not go their way, but thankfully none of them really ended up in the back of their net. Next game is on the road against New Jersey on Wednesday, and then it is a back-to-back at home against Ottawa on Thursday. Yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Tampa is coming back in this game. They're down 1 now with 10 minutes to go. Wow. I kind of thought that they were dead in the water there, but clearly not. Hopefully the Leafs lose. Boston, I believe, currently sits in a wild card spot after that win, but multiple games played more than everyone else. They do. Okay. Not by points percentage. They're still 4th in the wild card race by points percentage, just behind Montreal. 48 games played to basically 46 to everyone around them. The Leafs are playing in their 48th game, 8 points, just Mitch Marner assist, so now that's going to be 10 points then, almost guaranteed. Tampa, still 4 fewer games, 1 point ahead. Yeah, I'm looking at these division standings here. Highest Metro team is the Rangers in the wild card hunt. They're looking at 9 points. 9 points behind the Canes. No, I don't see them doing it. This might be... The top 6 might be set here. Toronto, Florida, Tampa, Washington, New Jersey, Carolina. I think those 6 teams are set. Calling my shot early, January 20th, as I'm filming this. I don't see any of those teams falling out of the top 3. Matthew Nyes scores, makes it 4-2 Toronto. So that game is probably done. Ottawa, Boston, level on points. Boston 2 games in hand. Not much there, really. Hoping that we can find a way into a playoff spot. That button's still got to be there, though. In the back of your mind, it's got to be there. You got 10 to 13 million in cap space coming up this offseason. With the salary cap, got to find something. There's got to be something there. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you enjoyed. And yeah, see you all probably on Thursday. I'll try to get a video out on Wednesday. I'm probably not going to get to see that game, though.